These are some of my plant-based midweek dinner meals that are easy to put together, making your midweek cooking hassle-free. Yet they are very, very delicious. Starting with a Mediterranean Orzo, which you can find in my app, Fivesec Health. Since I live in the Mediterranean right now, I'm very inspired by these ingredients. And yeah, I also love packing my meals with veggies. So here we have some artichokes, sun-dried tomatoes, some cherry tomatoes, beautiful red bell pepper, and also some black olives or kalamata olives, and some good old yellow onion and some garlic and chili. So all of these ingredients are going into the same pot or pan. So basically this is a one pot dinner, which we all love, making cooking so hassle-free. So I'm just adding everything in there plus some spices and tomato paste. I will leave the recipe down below so you can follow along. And also adding the main ingredient, Orzo, which is basically pasta and some vegetable broth. And yeah, letting that simmer for a few minutes, stirring once in a while. Yeah, I actually forgot adding the beans before, but I'm adding them now. You should add them a bit earlier. Anyways, also adding some basil when it's done cooking, and you can see how creamy it is. Yeah, I really love doing Orzos because they always end up being very creamy, delicious, and yeah, they're so quick to put together. This miso roast bowl is actually a new recipe I developed for the upcoming plant-based challenge I host every January. It's crazy that this is actually the 4th year we're doing this challenge. So for you who don't know, every January I develop a plant-based meal plan that we as a community do together. And this year it will start on January 8th, but we will do some meal prepping the Sunday before. If you want to join this year's challenge, make sure to subscribe here on YouTube and follow me on Instagram to stay in the loop. So recently I've had a thing for miso. So here I'm making a marinade with some miso, lots of garlic, rice vinegar, maple syrup, sesame oil. So we're just gonna add in some tofu cubes, give it a stir and let it soak up all of that good stuff while we cut up some broccoli. Broccoli is also something that I've been obsessing with lately since introducing food to my baby. She's eating a lot of broccoli. Roasting broccoli is the best thing ever. Anyways, so I'm also cutting up some carrots and I'm adding the broccoli and carrots to an oven tray with a little bit of oil and also the tofu cubes. Important, save the marinade because you're gonna make a dressing with it. Roast these on 180 Celsius degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes. And now the magic. You are gonna add the marinade to a small glass or bowl and add some tahini, some tamari sauce and stir it up into a thick paste like this. And then you can add splashes of water and stir until you reach a nice consistency. I like mine like this. So now it's just to assemble the bowl and this smells amazing. Serving it with brown rice, but you can also use farro. It's very delicious to this one. Some cucumber, coriander. I've been taking some photos of this one and trying it several times, and my sister told me the other week, you seem obsessed with this bowl. Yes, I am, because it's so good and I really hope you're gonna try it out and also join the challenge to try it out with me. These hummus quesadillas are ridiculously easy. The recipe is from my new baby-led weaning ebook. I'll link it down below so that you can check it out. So the very few things we are gonna do is to chop up some veggies. I'm using bell pepper, red onion and lots of garlic. That is basically all of the prep work you have to do for this dinner recipe. You're just gonna chop it up and add it to a pan with a drizzle of oil or water, you decide, together with some spices and saute that until soft. Since my baby is also gonna have this, I'm removing a part for her before I'm adding salt to the rest of it. So before assembling the quesadillas, we're gonna rinse a can of black beans and to get some more protein into these, and I'm using whole wheat tortilla. So just add black beans on half of the tortilla and mash with a fork, and add a generous dollop of hummus plus the spiced mix, and just fold it together like this and fry it with or without oil on medium heat for about 1 or 2 minutes on each side. So to serve these, I'm using edamame spread, which I also made from my Baby-led Weaning ebook, so you can find it there. If you want some extra spice, you can do as Pontus, add a drizzle of vegan sriracha mayo. And yeah, here is my daughter's plate, and this dinner right here is a proof of how delicious something can be, even if it's quick, easy and healthy. Green curry noodle soup. So first, I always love chopping everything up before I actually start cooking. So I'm just chopping up a red onion, mushroom, some green bell pepper and mincing some garlic. So everything is sauteing in a pot together with some spices and the green curry paste, some vegetable broth, coconut milk, and then I'm sauteing the mushrooms, and I'm also using tempeh. Nowadays I'm a little bit more lazy than before, so I'm using a pre-bought, pre-marinated tempeh. You can also find this recipe in my app, where you also can change serving sizes. Anyways, who doesn't love a noodle bowl when it's cold outside? Because yeah, it's officially winter now. Back to the recipe, I'm adding my noodles and just waiting for it to be done so that I can make this noodle bowl. Starting with the noodles, adding all of the toppings and finishing off with the coconut milk, green curry broth. And voila! Hearty, comforting, and yeah, it is so good. A little bit spicy, but it's a bomb if you like spiciness. I really hope you got some plant-based inspiration for your midweek cooking, and stay tuned for the upcoming plant-based challenge in January, and I hope I'll see you then.